Hello, and welcome to the first broadcast of the ACLC radio. Woo!
We're your hosts. My name is AZ.
And I'm Owen.
Today we have a great list of shows, but before that, we're going to tell you a little bit about us.
Let's see. Let's tell them how we first met in
God.
6th grade.
That's so horrible.
It was the dramatic science fair projects.
We got paired up. We didn't really know each other that well.
I was really annoying, just for the record.
I was too. So I guess we kind of canceled each other out.
And then we did it, but we totally BS'd it.
Dude, there was like no work effort put into that at all. But hey, we got a good grade on it and we bonded over it. So
Well, yeah, and I met Gabby too, so she graduated. It's kind of sad.
Is. So my company is just not enough for you? Whatever.
But
all right, so now we're going to introduce our shows for today. All right, and now first introducing Vibe Island with Michael, Justin, and Tino.
next is the Lunchbox with Ace, Emeliano, and Luca. And after is Kitty Corner with Cat.
And last but not least, digital music of David Doler's class.
You're listening to ACLC Radio, and now we have Vibe Island.
Yo, you're now tuned in to Vibe Island Radio with
Tino.
Michael.
Justin.
All right, and we got Equilibrium with us. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves individually?
I'm Camila.
I'm Rudi. I'm the bassist.
I'm Eli. I play guitar.
Great. Is this the full band with us?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
We got two other people.
Yeah, we got a drummer and a second guitarist.
All right, so we have some questions. When did you guys form, and what kind of music do you guys play?
Well, we first formed about like February last year. We wanted to play actually for the ACLC Multicultural Night. We wanted to play Adios Lepido by Juanes. Which is,
I remember that.
Yeah, and from that we got together, we started jamming, and we realized we play really well together. So we formed a band, and it was awesome.
Sweet.
Around June, I guess, we got our second guitarist. Her name is Jacky. Unfortunately, she can't be here, but we added her around then, and we've been playing ever since.
There is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy, and God, I know I'm one.
So what artists inspire you the most when you make your music?
Amy Winehouse.
Okay, she's
I love
funky.
Amy Winehouse.
R&B, her.
Yeah.
R&B, yeah. I don't know. For me, heavy blues rock stuff. So like Jack White, Joe Bonamassa.
That's very cool, yeah.
What about you, Eli? Who influences you?
Well, like the first music I really started getting into was like punk, like Green Day. And from there, like, I don't know, I started going down like a more hardcore direction, like Metallica and stuff like that, Megadeth. But then these guys started introducing me to like guys like Buddy Guy and Zeppelin and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, Zeppelin is a big influence as well.
Yeah, for sure.
I mentioned Amy Winehouse earlier, and one thing that stands out about her for me is that she never sang the same song twice the same way. So like she kind of always, let every song just come in the moment, and she really was authentic every time that she sang. And so I kind of tried to, do that as well, even with some of our songs that are, more straightforward, like rock songs, so I still try to add that element. It's really jazz fundamentally.
That's very cool.
My man Kenyon in the back.
So yeah, Kenyon is our, Equilibrium sound engineer. He's awesome. We practice at his house.
Kenyon makes the band.
Yeah, Kenyon's awesome. And he also does tech for the radio show, so.
So yeah, we just have another question. Does the band have like a main songwriter or
Rudi.
Rudi?
Rudi does all of the like instrumentals. Composing.
I write all the songs, and then Camila and I collaborate a bit on the lyrics. She mostly writes the lyrics, but
The grass was greener, the skies were clearer. You slammed the door behind then Fletcher, shout out to Fletcher.
Oh yeah, Fletcher's our drummer.
But he can always just jump in, and he doesn't have to practice the song at all. He can just jump in, and we record, and he's amazing.
Well, we're about to wind down. We're running low on time here at Vibe Island, so we will close.
Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you, Equilibrium.
Peace.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
And now introducing the Lunchbox on ACLC Radio.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first ever episode of the Lunchbox. My name is Ace, and I'll be your co-host number 1.
I'm Emeliano, and I'll be your co-host number 2.
Yeah, co-host 2.
And this is Luca, number 3.
Well, anyways, welcome to the Lunchbox. So, you guys may not know what this show is going to be about, but we're basically going to be talking about games mainly. I know the name might throw you off, but we're just going to be talking about games.
Sounds like it's about lunch food.
And we're gonna be talking about I Am Bread today.
The first I Am Bread.
It's it's a game about a bread on a journey to get toasted.
If you listen to the backstory of the game, it actually turns out the guy's wife loses him and everything, thinks he's insane.
All right, so we're going to talk about our experiences with the game first.
Yeah, the games. If you want a challenging game, I would recommend this game to you. It's actually a lot harder than you think.
This is like from the people who created Surgeon Simulator. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but basically,
I hate that game.
I hate it too.
It's quite hard, and what you basically have to do is the more condiments you put on yourself, like jelly, butter, and all that,
get you more points.
And yeah.
For my experience of the game, it was terrible because my piece of bread died in the first round. It was really sad. It was like a depressing time for me. Yes, because like I spent so much time trying to put butter and jelly on it, and then he just died.
Yeah, I personally hate the game. Like, I hate it but love it at the same time because it's challenging, but you kind of want to like throw your computer out a window to like, and then take all the bread in your house and just kind of murder them all by like throwing them at people. And
I think I spent like 5 hours on the game trying to make it to the toaster, but I kept dying.
Well, this game is,
it's not free to play. It's like $8.99.
Oh, what?
I think so.
That's basically I Am Bread.
Anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening. I was about to say watching. I don't know. I'm just so used to it. Thanks for listening to the Lunchbox. I don't know when exactly when we're supposed to record, but yeah, thanks for listening, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Up next, we have Kitty Corner on ACLC Radio.
Wow. This is Cat at Kitty Corner, and here are today's wondrous words. A poem by Aiden G. Seeking excitement, yet all alone, wishing for greatness, but injury prone. Seeking excitement, yet all alone, hiding sheepishly, waiting to be known. And now, a story by Truly Edison. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mimi. Happy birthday to you. Everyone clapped as Mimi blew out the candles on her cake. Happy birthday, Mimi! Kendall, one of Mimi's closest friends, shouted as she hugged her tightly. After everyone finished their cake, they waited in anticipation as Bertha, another friend of Mimi's, started to open the suspiciously large box she had brought to the party. Mimi's birthday is also the 4th of July. And what's a big part of the 4th of July? Fireworks! And guess who has cool relatives in Santa Maria County where dudes in trucks sell fireworks to old people? Bertha said with a manic grin on her face as she opened the box to reveal an amazing assortment of fireworks. Wow, everyone said, shocked. Elizabeth looked concerned. Berth, I'm not sure fireworks are a good idea. Plus, it's been raining. Will they even work? The ground's just wet right now, Lizzie. They should still work, Rose chimed in. Everyone else murmured in agreement. Fine, Elizabeth sighed, and they all went outside. The girls went out to the alley alongside Mimi's house. The ground was, as Elizabeth had suspected, still wet. The air was hot and humid, so the cold concrete was a small relief for the girls' bare feet. Rose took a small firework out of the box Bertha had brought outside. She read the label. This one's called a ground bloom flower. Sounds pretty. Let's see if it works. She placed it on the ground, and Mimi, Kendall, and Bertha crowded around. Elizabeth, always having been the more responsible one of the group, hung back at a safe distance. Rose took out a lighter and lit the small firework. Instead of shooting up into the sky as the girls had expected, it fell on its side and spun wildly on the ground, shooting sparks of red, yellow, and green into the air. They jumped back, surprised, but watched in awe as the sparks slowly died out. Elizabeth stepped a bit closer and joined the group. Maybe they can pull it together, she thought. Maybe this is safer than I first believed. Throughout the rest of the night, the beauty of the fireworks had an almost intoxicating effect on the girls. They laughed and they danced. As the explosions lit up their little patch of sky, they all sang together, arms around one another, not caring who would hear them. And the science gets done, and you make a neat gun for the people who are still alive. Lizzie went out to take out the final firework in the box. It looked a lot different than the others. All of the other fireworks had labels, and most of them were a cylindrical shape. This one had no label. It was green and round. She took it in both of her hands and set it on the ground. The others didn't see. They were still singing. I've experiments to run. There is research to be done on the people who are still alive. She took the lighter. While you're dying, I'll still be alive. And when you're dead, I'll still be alive. Almost as soon as she lit the firework, Kendall turned around. When she saw what Lizzie had lit, she started to panic. Lizzie, where did you get that? Lizzie was confused. She turned around. It was in the box. What's wrong, Kendall? That's a cherry bomb, Liz. They're really dangerous. You should put it out. Lizzie panicked as well and bent over it in hopes of blowing it out. But almost as soon as she did, the cherry bomb went off. The impact of the explosion threw her backwards. Her vision went white as the back of her head hit the stone-cold cement. Her hearing was fuzzy, but she could still hear the shouts of the others. Lizzie! Lizzie! Oh my God! Someone call 911! Lizzie blacked out as an ambulance sirens roared down the street. This is spoken word by Seth Cooper through the mouth of Kitty Corner. Why is America so great? Is it because we are the land of the free? Only in America do we feed other countries while people starve in our streets. Only here in America, the age that you qualified to die in a war with explosions and guns is lower than the age that you can drink your first bottle of rum. Some say America is the home of the hatred and greed. Others say America is the home of the highly achieved. America is supposedly the home of the brave and the home of the well-paid. It is also the home of veterans who can't get the proper Medicaid. Thank you everyone who has submitted work to Kitty Corner. These were just 3 examples. I have more to do next week. I want you all to take a moment and think about the things that you heard today. What would you like to write? What would you like to send to Kitty Corner?
Our new ACLC radio special, a presentation from Digital Music.
No vives este ejemplo, no vives este ejemplo, no. Imagine what the world would be like if we were all born colorblind. Maybe then our country wouldn't be a patchwork quilt with colored people in the flatlands and the privileged ones in the hills. Maybe then our races wouldn't dictate where we're living, so the deciding factor of our futures becomes a melanin in our skin. Maybe then we wouldn't be stuck in our divisions as if blacks and Latinos didn't have vision. Imagine what the world would be like if we were all born colorblind. If every black, blue, con leche, mestizo, Latino. Imagine what the world would be like if we were all born colorblind. If every black, blue, orange, yellow, purple, and white shade just blended together to make a nice shade. Despite what people say and common ignorance, everybody in this country is an immigrant. This isn't just a face like any other. These are Mexican eyes from a mother, a Colombian smile from a father. I'm Latina, and I couldn't be prouder, and I'm proud of you too, for what you and your ancestors went through to get to this moment right here. So in my mind, it's very clear that none of us are here by chance. Imagine what the world would be like. I don't wanna be if we were all born colorblind. I don't wanna be if every black, blue, orange, yellow, purple, and white shade just blended together be colorblind to make a nice shade of. Imagine what the world I don't wanna be if we were all born colorblind. If every black, blue, orange, yellow, purple, and white shade just blended together. Don't wanna be to make a nice shade of gray. Colorblind.
Well, that was very interesting and very informative. Thank you for listening.
I'm AZ signing off with the SS Starship.
And I'm on the same SS Starship.